Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to continue the action here in centre ring at the Melbourne Pavilion. This next bout is proudly brought to you by Bar 20 for the Victorian welterweight title. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, please make welcome to centre ring, Alastair Volders.
So Alastair Volders, MMA is his usual discipline. This is his boxing debut today, but he's taken on the challenge of fighting for the Victorian welterweight title.
And introducing to centre ring his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Please make welcome, Reef, Gaylard.
I whoop your head, boy. You know I win. I whoop your head, boy. With the back of the stand. I whoop your head, boy. Your cat can get pinned. I whoop your head, boy. Your ass can get killed. I whoop your head, boy. You know I win. I whoop your head, boy. With the back of the stand. I whoop your head, boy. Your cat can get pinned. I whoop your head, boy. Your ass can get killed.
The Victorian silver title holder, Reef Gaylard, making his way to centre ring, a 2-0 professional boxer, fighting out of the Harrow Street Gym. Reef Gaylard looking to go one better tonight and claim the full Victorian welterweight title.
Both fighters have now made their way to centre ring, and it is time for our official introductions. This bout is sanctioned by the Victorian Combat Sports Board and will be competed over 8 by 3-minute rounds in the welterweight division. This bout is for the Victorian welterweight title. Our judges at ringside, Brett Manton, Peter Hansen, and Martin O'Malley. Our timekeeper, Scott Maitland. Our referee, Anthony Hibbs, and our doctor, William Hong. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, making his pro debut tonight, trained by Andrew Colgrave. He weighed in at 66.6 kilograms, wearing the all-black trunks. Please make welcome, Alastair Volders. And his opponent fighting across the ring. He is trained by Anthony Hibbs. His record, a perfect one. 2 wins, no losses. Weighing in at 65.9 kilograms, please make welcome, Reef Gaylard.
All right, Hammer. Victorian welterweight title on the line. This one proudly sponsored by the Bar 20 Sports Bar and Strip Club. What happens in Bar 20 stays in Bar 20, but the memories last forever.
I can't erase the memories, the vision in my memory. So an interesting affair, this one. Predominantly an MMA fighter, Alastair Volders. Giving the boxing a crack to keep busy.
Victorian welterweight title.
Slightly different setup in stance, but no doubt Volders will have done his time. In turn, Reef Gaylard, we've seen him go around before. Good competitor, well balanced. He's got a good team in his corner as well. Gaylard with the red gloves. Volders with the blue Adidas gloves. Nice overhand right to hook from Volders. Gaylard just sitting behind that jab. Landing that right hand as well over the lead. Staying on the balls of his feet. Looking for that uppercut off the rear. Volders in all black shorts. Out of the blue corner. The absolute team in the corner with him, and Andrew Colgrave from Ring Gym. Oh, nice hook. Volders catches Gaylard. So Reef Gaylard looking for a victory here against predominantly an MMA fighter in Volders. And to parry that jab with the rear and counter with the lead. Gaylard, hook off the lead. So patient first round, neither taking too many risks. They're sticking to the 1-2s, 2 to 3 punch combos predominantly. No one over investing in the fight thus far, just picking range. And Volders having some good success as well. They both had their moments. The 1-2, Gaylard. Digs to the body on the inside with that right hand. Popping jab, Volders again. His head's a little forward, Volders. He needs to sit on that back foot a little bit more, just to take that distance off the punch a bit from the counter from Gaylard. Gaylard getting caught though with some shots as well, Seb.
Alastair Volders usually fights out of Absolute MMA in Collingwood, quite a famous institution here in inner city Melbourne when it comes to mixed martial arts, but seems to have adapted pretty well in this, the first round of his pro boxing debut.
Well, he's got Andrew Colgrave from Ring Gym as well in there. Colgrave listed as his trainer on the martial arts board. Details here we are looking at.
And Emma, Tommy the Gun Fitzgerald, not far away. The 7-0 professional. Fighting out of the Team Ellis gym, he is the Australian lightweight champion. And tonight he's looking to go to 8-0 and steal reign as the champ. But he has to go through John Corteos, the Filipino-born Gippsland fighter who would love an upset tonight. Tommy Fitzgerald facing his biggest challenge. Don't go anywhere. Stay on this stream. Boxing action you're going to enjoy.
Seconds out. Round number 2 underway.
So it's Volders in the black trunks, Reef Gaylard in the white with the black and blue trim.
2 of 8 underway. This one's scheduled for 8 rounds. Let's just keep moving his head a little bit side to side. Now sitting on his back foot a little bit more now, Volders. But Gaylard with the straight punching. So they've gone to the corners, collected the data, and come back potentially with a bit of a different game plan. Overhand right, Gaylard trying for that. Nice overhand, nice straight right there from Volders over that lead glove of Gaylard, Seb.
Yeah, he's got some moves, the MMA fighter. Reef Gaylard, as we mentioned, professional undefeated boxer out of 2 fights for 2 wins.
Gets caught with a hook. So,
bit of a lull here in the second round, Hammer.
Yeah, well, Volders is landing some shots that I wouldn't have expected him to land on Gaylard, which is interesting. And Gaylard's, I think, finding it potentially hard to work out the movement of Volders. He's got a bit of different timing, but straight punches. Gaylard puts the tough Volders on the ropes. Tough boy, though. Alastair Volders, and capable of turning this one around. Nice tight guard, keeping everything nice and correct is Volders. And Gaylard, mouth guard spilled out of someone's mouth. But they're in the combo. Wonder whose mouth guard that is. So Anthony Hibbs will have to reinsert the mouth guard of Gaylard. And we're back to the action. So he needs to keep that mouth guard in, Gaylard. Nice lead hook. Clubbing right hand now is opening up. Reef Gaylard digs to the body and comes upstairs. Level changing nicely now. But Volders is happy to accommodate. Seb?
Absolutely, these two trading blows late in the second round.
Final seconds of round number 2.
Rally on the inside. A better round for Gaylard, this one. Finished the round with a cross hook combo from Volders. An interesting affair. But Volders landing some unexpected shots on Gaylard, and Gaylard also now starting to up the tempo. Took his time in the first, and has started to press the pace a little bit more in the second round.
So as we mentioned, this fight proudly sponsored by the Bar 20 Sports Bar and Strip Club. What happens in Bar 20 stays in Bar 20. And we thank all the commercial partners of Team Ellis for helping us put this event on tonight. The Nova Stone Group, whilst building projects, Melbourne Interiors, Zenith Rewards, Welcome Stranger Collectibles, Vintage Customs, Elemental Events, and JC Scaffolding. Don't forget Kelkane Construction.
Round number 3 underway in the Victorian welterweight title fight.
Back to it, round 3 of 8. Double jab to open up from Gaylard. But launches the right hand, Volders. Feeds that right hand over the lead hand of Volders, does Gaylard, given the opportunity. So keeping that lead hand up now is Volders. He knows that right hand's going to come over. So Gaylard will feed off the jab and then follow it back with a straight right, given the opportunity. Double jab, setting for his rear. Down to the body this time he goes. Starting now to push Volders back, Gaylard. So winning the exchanges in the firefight thus far. Nice combo from Volders. Down to the body. Upstairs, Gaylard, nice hook. Level changing well with his attacks now. Gets caught with a hook though. Still dangerous is Volders, but Gaylard's starting to find his range and target a bit more.
Playing a patient game is Reef Gaylard. Combo rocks Alastair Volders.
Just wanting to get the rounds in the bank, Reef Gaylard. Don't think he's done 8 rounds before, so it's going to be deep water for him if he can put it together and get through the duration, Volders. Popping with the jab. Needs to be careful not to hit and hold. Oh, straight right hand from Volders. Pop the nose. Backward of Gaylard, but Gaylard unperturbed. Keeps the task. corner asking for that rolling hook off the rear.
So these two mixing it up. Volders hanging on as Gaylard fights his way out. Little jab from Gaylard finds its way inside the guard as Volders starts to swing.
Final second.
Good head movement by Reef Gaylard, just getting under some of his opponent's shots.
The uppercuts there for Gaylard if he can time it. But Volders tough as you like. Gets back to the blue corner.
Round number 3 in the bank.
And
of this 8-round Victorian welterweight title fight.
the Absolute MMA team with Andy Colgrave, Simon from Absolute MMA, training all the pro fighters. Jack Jenkins slated to fight in the UFC in Perth now, training out of Absolute. So turning fighters out to the UFC tonight. It's Team Alice event here at the Melbourne Pavilion. Simon Carson in the corner with Volders with Colgrave.
Round number 4 underway.
Pop and jab, Volders. Counter
There you
right
go,
hand, yep.
left hand.
Big hooks, yep.
Gaylard catching him coming in with those jabs. Goes searching with the hook again. Had some success with it a moment ago. And he starts to be exercising some authority over his opponent who's less experienced in stand-up boxing. That is Reef Gaylard exercising his authority. But don't count out Alastair Volders either.
Volders has shown, given the opportunity, he's landing some good shots.
Final seconds of round number 4. That's round 4. We're halfway through this Victorian welterweight title bout, and we've got an incredible fight unfolding here at the Melbourne Pavilion and live on TeamAlice.tv. This bout is brought to you by Barb's 20.
If you're rejoining us on the stream, we seem to have just had some temporary technical issues, but we're back up and running. Seb Costello alongside Mark the Hammer Castanini as Team Ellis presents Fitzgerald Corteos, and we hope you've been enjoying Reef Gaylard and Alastair Volders for the Australian welterweight title.
Round number 5.
Round 5 of 8, Seb. Things went silent there for a moment. Some people may be happy for that, listening to your voice. But back to it now. Gaylard. Level changes with his attacks. Needs to be careful putting his head too far forward. Volders. Double jab. Gaylard looking to set that rear hand up. They'll go to the body as well and then come upstairs like that. So that dropping right body sets up that left hook at a different level. The uppercut also can flow off that as well. Overhand right, Gaylard. Volders just getting beaten to the punch, needs to be first to pull the trigger a bit more.
1-2 lands by Reef Gaylard. Goes back with a probing left jab. And Volders hasn't landed one for a while. That one seemed to have found its target.
Just as you say, the rolling right finds a home.
So Gaylard certainly on the move as Volders tries to cut off the ring. And referee Hibbs will separate the two.
Popping jab. Again, Volders. It's just that he's just getting beaten to the punch. He's getting some shots in, and he's able to put lead to the skin at times, but it's just a faster reaction time from Gaylard. Gaylard's just got that little bit better rounded skill level, I feel. But showing a lot of heart and also having his moments is Gaylard, is Volders. Pushing Gaylard back now, Volders. Bit of gritty boxing on the inside. Fit as you like, Volders.
Oh,
the 1-2.
Hang on.
As he's adjusting his mouth guard.
I didn't like that, Emma.
Yeah.
It seemed to me Reef Gaylard was quite clearly putting his mouth guard in. Maybe he should have made it more obvious to the referee. But Volders started throwing shots.
Yeah, that's a fight game, though. You got to keep your mouth guard in.
I'm reminded of that famous Floyd Mayweather fight where the guy was trying to touch gloves with him.
Yeah, and just cracked out.
Floyd knocked him out. I mean, yes, it might be in the rules, but it doesn't sit well with people.
Yeah, no, protect yourself at all times. Big hook from Volders that stumbles Gaylard. And again, final 10, he needs to hold on, Gaylard. He's been rattled a little bit. Fights back. Volders had his moment there. Just walks off to the corner.
What a fight we've got unraveling here in centre ring.
He actually caught him with that hook right above the commentary position here.
For the Victorian welterweight title.
So that was a bit of an upset from Alastair Volders. Capable of doing damage given the opportunity. So,
round number 6.
We can't have any lapses in concentration here, Reef Gaylard, because Alastair Volders will absolutely create some havoc. Popping jab from both. They're looking to set those big rear hands up. But Volders, the lead hook, paid some dividends for him in that last round. Looks fit as you like as well. Alastair Volders. Throws that right hand. Left hook. Pushing forward now. Is getting Gaylard backed up a little in this round, Seb.
Absolutely, he is. Volders on the front foot, which has been a bit of a story throughout the bout. Volders trying to cut off the ring at times, but right now they're in the middle. And a right hand down the line grazes Volders' forehead. Gaylard looking to be taking his time as they get in close. Bit of a slip and stumble by Alastair Volders in the black shorts. It's Gaylard in the white with the blue and black sparkly trim. And that popping jab, as Hammer likes to call it, snapping out of the left shoulder of Reef Gaylard at the moment.
It's good disruption to your fighters, to your opponent's flow. Just pop the jab. Whether it's hitting or not, it's going to stall their movement a little bit. So he's trying to keep threading that jab through to set something for the rear hand. So the opponent will balk back and forward off the jab, and you want to catch them on the forward movement with that right hand. So they'll fake back or try and slip the jab, and then you want to thread the right hand or the power shot straight off it. Volders himself throwing out numbers of jabs. But absolutely a closer fight than what the odds have been put out as. So they favoured Gaylard, but Volders has had other intentions, especially the hooks that he's throwing. Volders, they're capable of doing damage. We saw that in the last round. Now bouncing in and out with that footwork, Volders. He's got a bit of renewed energy. Had a bit of time off, but now back into it, Volders. And pushing Gaylard back almost.
Final seconds now of round number 6.
Giving the shoulders a bit of a break to end out the round.
Round 6 in the bank.
Doing some solid work. Alastair Volders putting up more of a resistance to Reef Gaylard than what some predicted.
Sam, after 6, how are you seeing it?
Look, there's not a lot in it. I'm probably just Gaylard because of the probably rounds 3 and 4, I think, with defining moments. Round 1 you could probably go to Volders, and then the others, well, they've had their moments. That round there was not a lot in it for both. Maybe Volders in that last round a little as well, but Gaylard probably with a bit more volume. So, you know, we're looking at the technical aspects of the fight more so than the scoring shots, whereas the judges pretty much are penning shot for shot what's landing from their particular viewpoint.
There you have it, the thoughts of Mark the Hammer Castanini.
Round 7.
And with 2 rounds to go in this battle for the Australian welterweight title, we also cast our minds ahead to the lightweight title defence of Tommy the Gun Fitzgerald. Stay on the stream wherever you may be watching, because that's coming up. Fitzgerald v Corteos.
Pumps out the triple jab, Gaylard. Volders showing more resistance to the attacks than what Gaylard, I think, anticipated, Seb. Up and down with the shots, level changing nicely. Gaylard's gone to the body convincingly a few times with this fight in order to set up that lead hook. Feet angle. Ups and downs with the level changing more from Gaylard than Volders. Volders intent on trying to get that big headshot in. Right hand catches Volders from Gaylard. Down to the body, starts a smack to the carcass. The energy levels dropping a little from both men now. Getting the rounds in the bank is Gaylard, and Volders seems to be just cruising along, Seb.
Yeah, definitely comfortable in combat is Alastair Volders.
Not phased at all by the occasion nor the opponent.
Nope. Yeah, very cool poker face as he stalks forward against his more experienced boxing opponent. From what you've seen, if it was stand-up boxing that Alastair wanted to pursue, is there potential there?
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's done himself and his camp, no disrespect at all, getting in, mixing it up tonight. This MMA boy, he's done well, and he has got deceptive power in his hands. That's obvious, as he almost caught Gaylard earlier in the fight too. So it's just, Reef Gaylard will be boxing every single night, every single day in the gym, whereas Volders probably mixing it up with the MMA. He's doing his jiu-jitsu, doing his wrestling, probably doing his Thai fighting as well, his kicking. And then the boxing will be, not the main portion of his training, potentially. But he's obviously just focused on that for this one. And he's done himself proud. And his team should be happy with him getting into deep water here in round 7. And we'll head to 8 and final round next.
Only one round to go. Seconds out. Eighth and final round. These two fighters are putting on a show. Make some noise as they step out for the 8th and final round.
So 8 rounds of boxing. The longest duration of any fight on the card tonight. This one has been. They've put in the work from the outset. Volders, an absolute MMA, and also with Andrew Colgrave from Ring Gym in his corner. And of course, Reef Gaylard with Ross Richmond and the team in his corner. From Harrow Street Gym. Exchange of jabs, overhand right from both. They're both going to the same striking strategy. The 1-2-1 from Gaylard.
You mentioned the deep water before, Hammer, and it doesn't get any deeper than this. We're out well past the break at the moment in the 8th and final round. And both athletes giving it everything they've got to get to the bell.
Indeed,
Bit of less snap, bit of less power in the shots right now, but they've acquitted themselves impressively.
Absolutely. Respect to both these two for a gritty fight. And, both landing some good shots, showing some good skills, and getting a hell of a lot of ring time on a big card here in the Melbourne Pavilion, which has showcased many a great boxing fight, that's for sure.
A lot of big names have come through here. Anthony Mundine, Michael Zarafa. The MMA space, Israel Adesanya had a fight here in his early days.
Yep.
So a venue with a lot of legacy, a lot of history, a lot of stars born here.
Again, bouncing on the balls of his feet. The footwork from Gaylard's been good. The grit and determination from Volders has been great as well. Potentially an a combat sport that's not his first choice,
Final
is
30
absolutely
seconds
done himself
in
proud.
The eighth and final round. Make some noise as these fighters bring it home.
So a nice hook off the lead. Again, starting to push now.
Seconds to go now.
The rally at the end.
Anthony Hibbs letting it go as the seconds dwindle.
Volders just wants to see this one out. And he's gone the distance.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a
The
fight.
MMA fighter from Absolute MMA. Simon Carson will step into the corner with Andrew Colgrave. The Absolute boys are happy. I think they should be. Alastair Volders, he had his moments in that fight. Reef Gaylard probably with the cleaner striking and the shots they were more convincing and probably more volume as well. But it's gone to the judges, and Matty Testro will make it all official in just a moment for the Victorian welterweight title.
Reef Gaylard currently the silver title holder as the great Johnny Rombalis joins us ringside. I think that means the auction's on the way, Hammer, before we get to this decision.
So a Victorian title up for grabs here. And will it be Volders or will it be Gaylard? Gaylard potentially looking healthier with the more landed shots, but absolutely Volders at his moments. We've had a few split decisions here tonight. Will this be another one? Combat Sports Port of Victoria scrutinised the card.
Volders just
And
didn't
handed
go away,
up.
did he, Hammer? I mean, that's what happened here. Volders just did not go away.
He was there for the fight, that's for sure.
Absolutely he was. I mean, Reef Gaylard looking confident. Yes, okay, he's got more experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get our fighters into center ring.
Probably a narrow victory to Reef Gaylard, Hammer.
Official.
Gaylard potentially should get the win here, but nothing surprises me anymore. Combat Sports, anything can happen. Over now to Matty Testro as Anthony Hibbs calls both combatants in for the decision to be read, and a fighter's hand will be raised.
The unpredictability.
Incredible fight.
Result
Let's give it
imminent.
up one more time. Two warriors in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of boxing, our judges at ringside have come to a decision. They have scored this contest 77-75, 79-73, and 78-74 for your winner via unanimous decision and new Victorian welterweight champion from the red corner, Reef Gaylard.
Well, there you have it, some interesting scoring. But ultimately, we had Gaylard getting this one and the big title going his way. So, no doubt he'll be called out to defend that one. But congratulations to Volders. Put on a great performance and absolutely should hold his head up high. Respect to him and his team.
On screen there with Mickey T from Bar 20. Bar 20 sponsoring this bout. What happens in Bar 20 stays at Bar 20. Reef Gaylard now in centre ring with Matty Testro.
Out here at the Melbourne Pavilion, I had the pleasure to watch that ringside as well. That was a tough fight too. You're now 3-0. You've got a belt around your waist, but you haven't had it the easy way, mate. How hard was that fight in there tonight?
It was hard. He was there in front the whole time. He was boxing. He was having a crack, firing back, I was throwing everything. Kept the pressure on, so he made us work. It was a good, hard-honest fight.
How good of a fighter is he as a debut fighter? Do you want to see him go on and continue in the Australian welterweight scene?
Fuck yeah, first time in the ring, he's boxed real well. Got in, put up a good 8-round fight. He's a hard puncher, so yeah, he's good.
It's absolutely incredible conditioning you're showing there, Reef. It almost looks like you never get tired. You box the same in round 1 as you do in round 8. How much of a credit is that to your team standing over there?
100% of credit to all them over there, mate. They push us every day. There's no days off. Every day is fucking 110%.
Is there anyone else you'd like to thank, Reef?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my sponsors, Rent Buy It, MC Labour, Organised Living by Marley, rise and clean a future. Thank you. Thank you for your support.
Reef Gaylard, what a show he put on. He's the new Victorian welterweight champ. We're going to be doing some memorabilia.